Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I have a quick review here because I've only watched 6 episodes and I'm really struggling to get through the rest. And so I just want to talk about a couple things about the show, some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like. And let's just get right into it. First of all, the plot is really interesting. I don't really have much to say about it. I thought she was going to be a player who gets her heart broken by someone who's actually genuine and doesn't follow like a dating coach method. But I also like the fact that they went with her being the one who's heartbroken because she realized that even as a dating coach, she couldn't see her own red flags. Which reminds me of like those TikTok and just social media dating coaches who are either single or unmarried or give like advice on like what to do, but no one knows their private life and if it's true or not. But that's just by the way. One of my main issues and gripes with the show is the blatant misogyny and just disrespect and poor behavior. I can really go on and on with our main character. He is such an unlikable and mean and cold person that I don't know why they wrote him this way. I know for a lot of rom-coms, it mostly targets women, so I don't understand why writers and directors will create these main male lead characters as being cold, mean, disrespectful, and quite frankly misogynistic, and then expect us to love him later on. And what's even more sinister to me is the fact that we're supposed to root against the ex-boyfriend because he's so bad and he's a walking red flag. In fact, he's multiple red flags. But very early on, we're told that our main lead is mean and misogynistic. He's even comparing her physical looks and saying she's not as pretty as she presents to be, even though she's obviously gorgeous. And I think they were trying to go for the dark, brooding, mysterious type of guy, but I feel like those characters only really work when it's supernatural, when he's a vampire, or he's in high school because he's young and doesn't have a lot of experience, or he's super old, 1,000 years old, and so he's just tired of human beings and he can act however he wants to. But a 30-year-old man who is childish and is not able to self-reflect is not who I want to see have a happy ending, especially with the female character who I think is a nice person and deserves good things coming her way. So that was such a turnoff. The second thing that really put me off was the whole storyline with the ex-boyfriend, because it was very obvious that he was going to be a douchebag. It was kind of alluded that that would happen, and especially when they introduce a male lead apart from the ex-boyfriend, it's obvious that he's gonna get dumped or he's the one going to do the dumping. And based on how his character was written and how he behaves, he was obviously going to be a jerk, so I expected nothing less. However, I would have liked to see more of their relationship. I think it would have been more interesting to see how he's a red flag but she stays anyway, and she has to fight between her values as a person, her values as a dating coach, and her wants and needs of being in a relationship where she gets to have her happy ending. That would have been more interesting to me, and then maybe we can see how she struggles to like face people, especially our main male lead, who will probably be like super condescending and be like, just break up with him, it's not a big deal, because I feel like they just ended the relationship really quickly. And another thing that really got to me was I don't see why she was so upset when they broke up. I would understand if she was angry and I would understand if she cried a little bit, but they made her depressed as if she was genuinely in love with the guy. And I don't know if I'm missing something, but she never gave off that vibe that she loved him. She was with him more or less because of the image of being married, especially married to a successful person and being financially taken care of and just living that like perfect lifestyle. Now moving on, this might be a reach and I know a lot of people will probably disagree, but I just can't stand the younger sister. She is so obnoxious to her older sister. I feel she doesn't respect anything about her, and I know for some people it's a super accurate representation, but maybe it's coming across wrong to me, but it's very annoying to watch. It kind of reminds me of the K-drama Little Women, where the youngest sister basically yeeted her older sisters and was like, go away from me, I have new plans, a new life, goodbye. It gives me that kind of vibe. Anyway, I'm super disappointed that despite her behavior, she's gonna end up with someone who's like super kind and super nice. Even in real life, it happens a lot. The mean one gets the good one gets the mean one, and that's usually where a lot of the heartbreaks comes from. Toxic people never find each other, which is unfortunate. They are able to spread their wings and find people, and the cycle just never ends. And so the last thing that I want to talk about, which I probably saved the best for last because this aspect is something that I really do like and I'm curious about, and I think it might be the only thing that will get me to watch it to the end if I skip through. This relationship between Deborah's friend and her husband is so interesting. I went back when I was looking for clips, and apparently she's the one that basically brought up that they should get married, and he just said yes. And when she asked him that why did he say yes, he said, oh well, I just say yes to everything. So they're basically in a weird marriage where she puts in all the effort, she cares, she's doing all that she needs to do, and he's just kind of going along based on the order of the day. And so I wonder how that's gonna play out. Is she gonna wake up one day and realize that she's in a loveless marriage and she's basically with her bro? Is she going to stay and, keep going? Are they gonna make her get pregnant? I mean, like, what's gonna happen? That's super interesting. I think I'm more interested in her story and her husband, if you want to call him a husband. I'm more interested in their story than I think any other storyline, and it pains me that we only get bits and snippets of their relationship because it's so intriguing. And with that being said, this does bring me to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching this mini review, 6 episodes worth of a mini review. Let me know your comments down below. Have you watched it to the very end? Are you still watching it? How do you find it? Do you agree with my opinions? And what are your opinions? And just in case you happen to make it to the very end, I want to ask how many people managed to watch Alchemy of Souls season 2. I'm literally stuck on the last but one episode. I'm so disappointed in how the show literally crumbled, and I just am struggling to get through it. Every time I try to watch it, I just can't, and I force myself to watch something else because I'm also so disappointed by how much I loved season 1 that I'm almost inclined to forget about season 2. Anyway, this is not the Alchemy of Souls review video, so I'll end it here. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your comments down below. Like, subscribe, share, and hopefully I'll catch you in my next video.